recruiting and working with European affiliates. This is something that me personally and Avangate as a company has been doing for several years. And despite the fact that we are also based in Europe, it's not less challenging for us than it is for a non-EU merchant to do that. So the agenda for today, to start with, I will present you a bit the European affiliate marketing landscape. I will start with this framework, and it might sound a bit academic for you, but I think it's very important for you to have the big picture, to see how is the affiliate marketer profile in Europe, and how is the online consumer profile in Europe, so that you understand where you are actually going. Then we'll see step by step how you can start recruiting the affiliates and how you can activate them. Then we'll see some case studies, one from the merchant perspective and one from the affiliate perspective. And to end, I'll highlight 5 aspects that you should keep in mind when going to Europe through affiliates. So basically, what's the most important thing you should know about Europe as a whole and Europe in the affiliate marketing space is that it's a very fragmented territory. When you go to Europe, you should first define your market and have different expectations. If you decide to go to Germany, you should have some expectations, and if you decide to go to Eastern Europe, you should have different expectations. So I think this is the first thing that you should remember about European affiliate marketing landscape, is that it's a very fragmented space. To start with the framework, I'll tell you a little bit things about the online retail sales in Europe, which is a little bit more attractive than in the US, as you can see from these statistics. It is expected to grow more in Europe, and this is mainly due to the new markets, because as I was saying, because it's a fragmented territory, we have mature markets and we have new markets that are only now starting to grow from the online sales perspective, the e-commerce, but also from the affiliate marketing perspective. So as you probably imagine, the mature markets are the traditional economies like United Kingdom and Germany, while the new markets, the emerging ones, come from Central and Eastern Europe. And you should take a look at those markets too, but as I was saying at the beginning, it's also a question of expectations and what you should expect from these markets. For example, if you want a rapid growth, then you should think of a market like UK and like Germany. But if you want to be the first entrant in a market, and you also have the time and the resources to invest there, because this is a long-term investment, then you should look at markets from Central and Eastern Europe, like Poland, which is growing very quickly in terms of e-commerce right now, or like Czech Republic or like Romania. So this is a sample of statistics that we've done in Avangate, and it concerns the sales through affiliates of digital goods, mainly software and services like cloud services. And what this statistics actually confirms is that the mature markets are doing much better at this moment than the new ones. You can see United Kingdom was always ranking first in terms of sales of any kind in Europe. But for you as merchant, it's easier also to enter UK because there's no language barrier. So when you start communicating with affiliates, you don't have this language barrier, so it's always English. This may not be the case for France or for Germany always. So also, we should keep in mind the barriers when going to Europe. And they're obviously regarding communication and the fact that we actually don't speak the same language. The multiple currencies, although euro is the common currency in the US space now, several countries are still using their national currencies, UK, for example, or Denmark, or some Eastern European economies. Differing tax and VAT regimes, this is very important. When a consumer buys, you have to take care that the VAT of that country is being applied. The EU Privacy Directive, this is something that it's not actually concerning you as a merchant, but the affiliates that you're going to work with, because a website that is placing cookies, and this is how the affiliate tracking is being done now, must mention to the website visitors that, that the cookie is being placed and must inform them. So you must take care of which are the affiliates that you are working with and they are respecting this directive. And finally, cultural differences, but I think this is also that European is a challenge at the European level, because a German merchant that wants to work with French affiliates will also encounter these differences. So in conclusion, and from regarding this in a positive manner, I think that affiliate marketing is actually a very good channel for testing new markets like Europe, because it's almost a quasi-risk investment. You don't pay unless there is a sale. It's performance-based. So apart from this quasi-risk investment, there is also the benefit that the affiliates, local affiliates, know the local culture and the way the consumers prefer to make the purchases, online purchases there. So it's also a good channel when you want to migrate a business to a new territory also. The affiliate marketer profile is very relevant in this session, because the online consumer in Europe has some preferences. They tend to go to price comparisons a lot and to read reviews. They also tend to go to content to search for vouchers and discount coupons. And this is something general in Europe and mostly in mature markets. And this is giving birth to a certain type of affiliates, and you should look for those affiliates, because those are the affiliates that are going to influence the buying decision for your products. And you can see this study confirms the former one, because the most numerous affiliates are from the coupons and vouchers and price comparisons. Content is also beginning to decrease as a type of affiliate marketer in Europe, and maybe it's because it's migrating to the coupon type of affiliate, which is something that I think is happening also in the US, but it's also a common thing for Europe as well. So if you are asking yourself briefly which would be the preferences of European and US affiliates, of course that commission is very important for both of them, because that's why they are in this business, because they want to make money. But there are also other aspects like the conversion rate, and also here what I've been discussing with the European affiliates, they are not actually asking me about the commissions they will get, or which are the products with the highest commissions, but which are the products that are best converting. So actually they look at these performance metrics a lot, like conversion rate, like earnings per click. It's something, an information that you should provide them with if you want to catch their attention. Also the network transparency and the merchants transparency in certain countries, for example, like Germany, it's very important that they know they have all the data about the company that is contacting them, and that it's safe to work with that company. So if they ask you for, I don't know, financial indicators of the company, it's better that you provide them with. Also, the cookie period is very important for the Europeans, but this is something that is also in the US, also present maybe at a smaller scale. So there are similarities, but there are also discrepancies, and you should expect this when dealing with the affiliates from the European space. One very interesting fact is that I think this is something when I used to work for a very big European affiliate, this was something very common to work on a to ask for a tenancy fee, for a flat fee. And I think this is because Europeans were not the first to invent affiliate marketing. It came from the US, so they are not very familiar with working on performance based on cost per sale. So they used to ask also for a flat fee, not just for commission in function of the sales performances, their sales performances. So, and it decreased lately because of the pressure of the vendors who do not want to pay this kind of fees anymore, especially the American ones that are not used to work on this model. But there's still a third of you affiliates, according to the Affiliate Marketing Landscape Report from 2012, that are still working on a hybrid model at least. They ask for a flat fee to list you on their website, and then you can also work performance-based on rev share. So this is still a common practice in Europe at a smaller scale, but it still is. I don't know if you've encountered these kind of situations until now, if you've worked with European affiliates. This is another statistics from Avangate. I think it is very important because it's related to the money that you are paying to the affiliates. Europe is not such a big fan of PayPal, in fact. It is, but at a smaller level than the US. Most of the affiliates prefer, you see, the bank wire transfer rather than the PayPal, which is common for North America. So you should also look at this aspect when rolling out in Europe through affiliates, that you are able to cover this payment method, the wire transfer. This study was done very recently, and it was done only on active affiliates, like affiliates that are constantly being paid through Avangate, and not on latent affiliates, so it's very relevant. Now, regarding the practical aspect of recruiting and working with European affiliates, there are two approaches in function of your resources, your financial resources. If you have the budget or if you have the time, you can either do it yourself or you can ask others to help you, the do it for me approach. If you want to do it yourself, there are several channels on which you can trust. One is very simple, and I'm going to give you some details about how we are doing it. It's the online screening. It's a very good way to also to test certain markets. You just need to go to a search engine, to the localized version of a search engine, and to search for who are your competitors and who can be your potential affiliates, and then start to actually set up an affiliates database. I think this is the easiest and the most cost-effective method when you decide to do it yourself. Going to a next level, if you want more exposure, if you want your brand, your program to be better known and to start building a reputation in a certain space, then you can start advertising. Also, if it's a very competitive vertical and you have many competitors in that country, you should do search engine marketing, you should do AdWords, contact local directories, contact influencers that write about your niche, so you can work together something with them. On a different level, and you can do this also in parallel, is to work with your current affiliate network and see if they have at this moment a European affiliate base, and set up a program especially for certain countries. But this, having an affiliate base doesn't mean having 10 affiliates. We are speaking of thousands of affiliates here. This is a situation when it's worthwhile working with an affiliate network. And you can start working with your affiliate network if they have a decent European affiliates base to do a geo-targeted approach to those affiliates. Other way, you can also look into enrolling your program in a niche network. For example, us, it's very easy to give this example to you because we are a niche network. And we are focused worldwide at this moment, but we have affiliates from many territories because they go after a certain niche. So this might be also a good option when working with affiliate network. Consider a niche network. And another channel to recruit those affiliates are the events. The affiliate events such as this one, and there are plenty of those in Europe also, and it will be a pleasure not only to travel but also to know those guys personally and to see how they work and what are their expectations and how they prefer to work with non-EU merchants. As a tip, and I think you should keep this in mind, is that 65%, and this is from a 2013 study, 65% of the affiliates prefer working with the merchants through an affiliate network for several reasons. They feel more secure, they feel that the tracking is being accurate, that they know that they are going to be paid in time. So you should also keep this in mind, that European affiliates prefer working through affiliate networks. And also, before launching any of these initiatives, you should also consider localizing your products or services. In Navigate, we are speaking about digital goods, like localizing a software, translating it into different languages. But if we're talking about physical goods, we can think about instructions guides that should be translated into that language, because they will end up being bought by consumers from that country, so they need to know how they use them. And apart from that, there's the marketing materials that the affiliates should be able to use in order to convert to a purchase. And these are some examples of vendors, not necessarily US vendors. For example, DVD Fab is a Chinese merchant. They are running an affiliate program for the French market. They obviously set up an affiliate sign-up page in French, and are also offering support services in French. Support services not necessarily to affiliates, but also, and most important, to the end customers who get to buy the product. This is an exotic example. Russian merchant Kaspersky is doing a recruitment affiliate, is working through affiliates in Turkey. They set up a landing page in Turkish and a display campaign banners in Turkish, and you can see the products are displayed in Turkish liras. The rest of the message, I don't understand it, but the price is certainly localized in the local currency. Now, getting back to the do-it-yourself approach, when you start to test the market and to recruit the affiliates yourself, I was speaking about online screening as a very good and cost-effective method to do that. And I was telling that you should go to the search engines, which are a very relevant source of information in your case, and start to, I guess most of you are running AdWords campaigns, or if you're not running AdWords campaigns, you at least know which are the keywords that define your services or your products. So you can use those to type in Google and see which are the results from that region, and focus on the PPC ads as well, because this will give you information about who is actually actively investing money in marketing in that country. And then you can start creating your affiliate database. You can start taking the websites that you found. You search for backlinks to those websites to see who is pointing towards them, if it is a competitor's website. There are many free tools and good tools like these ones for you to use. These are just some examples, but there are many tools like this. And then you visit all these websites, and I suggest an online translation tool also, although it's not very accurate most of the times. it can give you some information about what kind of website it is, so that you know it's not a competitor's website in case you will contact it. What I've done in this case, in this example, was actually to go to Google Denmark. And I don't speak Danish. I don't understand the word in Danish. And I wanted to see if me on my own I can do that. And I went to Google, the Danish version of Google, and I've typed in a keyword. I think it was online backup, the keyword. And I took the first result from the page, the first website. Searched for backlinks. I took the site that was sending the most backlinks. And this was actually an affiliate website. So I think it took me 15 minutes to find this affiliate in a country whose language I don't speak and I don't understand. When I'm speaking about do-it-yourself, I'm also suggesting the affiliate networks. So probably most of you are working with generic affiliate networks like CJ that have programs from all verticals possible. But they might also have affiliates from European countries. I think that first thing that you should do when working with your network is to define the markets that you want, because there are only in European Union are 27 countries, I think. So first you define your market when speaking to your affiliate manager or your contact at the network. Then I would recommend setting up separate programs for the country or countries of interest if you want to choose 2 or 3, because they can be grouped according to regions. Like northern region, you can go for Denmark, Finland, Norway, and make a regional program. And then start creating and offering the marketing materials an affiliate would normally need in order to sell your products, landing pages and banners. And then I think the most efficient way is to do an email marketing campaign with the help of your affiliate network to those affiliates. Sorry. So this is an example that the guys from Bitdefender are doing. They have a separate affiliate program for United Kingdom. Also, when doing localized approaches, we should keep in mind that there are different cultural calendars, let's call them, like they have their holidays in different times of years. So this is also an aspect that you should also look at. Regarding the advertising aspect of your affiliate program, if you want to pass to the next level and enjoy more reputation, have more brand awareness, and you think that it will increase your chances to recruit more affiliates on the long term, and it actually will, you should look at the specialized portals and websites where affiliates go to look for new affiliate programs. This is an example of Dell on a big affiliate marketing portal in Germany, but there are many others. There's Performance Scene Forum in United Kingdom. There is Afiliado in Spain, Web France in France. And I think for most of the European countries have at least one affiliate marketing portal where you can advertise yours. I think it increases your chances to recruit more affiliates because it's a question of reputation. Usually people, when they have a backup from somebody who is well known, like the affiliate portal from that country, will trust your brand more. It's more likely to trust your brand. And going to the nice events in Europe is also it's a good way to recruit affiliates. It's like going to the affiliate summit in the US. You can see that Europe is also very full and packed with affiliate events. You can still go to the A4U in London in October, or to the events in Spain, in Madrid and Barcelona. You'll enjoy the nice weather also during that time of year. It's very nice in Spain. You can check Gino Prusakov's blog. He is constantly updating his list with all the affiliate events taking place worldwide. Now, if you don't want to do it yourself, you think it requires too many resources or it's too complex, you don't have the time, then you can ask for help from others. And others should be persons with local expertise. There should be OPMs or advertising agencies focused on performance marketing, or better, they can be the European affiliate networks. I consider them as local partners because we've spoken before about affiliate networks, but in that case, I was making reference to the affiliate networks with whom you are actually working in the US. But the European affiliate network is actually a local partner. And I think it's obvious why you would want to work with these kind of partners, because they know the local mentality of the affiliates. They already have a base of affiliates, which is very important. And if you want to do more than affiliate marketing on that market, they can also help you with other advertising related campaigns, PPC campaigns, or PR or media buying. So they can do this for you. Also very important to know when working with an affiliate network from Europe is that there is not a network that is ranked #1 in all European countries. There are several networks in Europe. For example, Affiliate Window is the first network in the UK. Zanox is the first network in other 10 European countries. So when you decide in which country you want to go, then you should see which is the best network to work with there. So don't go for a network that you've heard is good in Germany, but you want to go to UK. Don't take the local approach, as I've said. So not even Groupon is not working with the same network in all the European countries, and though it requires more effort from their part to manage everything in 5 networks or 4, it's more efficient this way. Now a few case studies. This is a merchant case. The wonderful guys from Bitdefender who are running several European affiliate programs. For some of them, they preferred to have an in-house affiliate manager. For certain, they prefer to have outsourced program managers in the UK, for example, which is a very special market, apart from being the #1 market in terms of online sales and affiliate marketing. So this was their case. They prefer to keep a part of the work in-house. Okay, they have the resources to have 4 or 5 localized affiliate managers, but they knew when to take the decision to outsource their program. So sometimes it's good to do it yourself, but other times, in other situations, in function of budget and resources and expertise, very important, it's better to go through local partners which are not working inside your company. This is an affiliate's perspective on working with non-EU merchants. It's a media group, 01net. They have several technology websites in France. They are very big. We are working with them. They are an affiliate of ours since a very long time. So we took the liberty to send them a small questionnaire and to take them an interview, in fact, to see what's their perspective on working with non-European companies. And what they mentioned as being most important for them was the localization of the product. In this case, we are speaking about software. So it's website and shopping cart, which should be localized in French. Also the support, if the vendor is able to offer support in French, is very important for them because most of the French people don't speak other languages. And when I was speaking about local flavors, something that is very local and it's very popular in France is rich media is an educative method and as an influencer in the purchase decision of the consumer. They prefer working with merchants that are able to offer videos that contain explanations about the product and product descriptions and reviews. One other aspect related to the money, as I said, it's important for affiliates because this is how they earn their life, is that they prefer working with European networks because it's easier from a fiscal perspective. They don't need to report on their earnings as it is if they would work with a US network, and the payments are done in euro. So this is very important to keep in mind when deciding which way you are going to roll out in Europe, if it's either by doing it yourself or by outsourcing it to the local experts. So, in conclusion, what I would recommend and what you should keep in mind after these very long presentations with a lot of information and statistics and explanations is that if you are not yet sure on where you want to go in Europe, or you're not sure on your budget or on the return on the investment, you can try the do-it-yourself approach and start with the simple online screening to see what's the market, which are the competitors which are investing there, which are the potential affiliates, how do their websites look, do they look like they make money, like websites in which people are investing. It's the most cost-effective because you're investing almost nothing, but it will allow you to taste a little bit from the local flavor, to see how to take the pulse of the market before launching a bigger project and investing resources. If you've already done that, or if you know exactly from previous experiences that you want to go to a certain country in Europe and you have the budget for that and you have the time and the resources and you're sure you want to do that, I would suggest going through local experts, through OPMs or through affiliate networks from Europe, because it will save you time and you'll avoid the common pitfalls. Although this will imply more financial resources from your part, it's a safer way and you'll grow more rapidly. Another thing to keep in mind is localization of product, localization of instructions, of product documentation, of support, of payment options. As you've seen, affiliates from Europe prefer to be paid through bank wire. This is another aspect that you should think about. Also, the legal conformity of your affiliate program. For example, if you work with a European affiliate network, then you know that they will take care of all these aspects, the legal aspects of your affiliate program. Very important and very cost-effective, work with your current affiliate network to test the market via targeted email marketing campaign. And also, check that your e-commerce provider can cover the local tax requirements, because as I said, there are different VAT regimes in the European countries. They prefer different payment methods, the payout options for the affiliates. So if the affiliate network with whom you are now is not offering e-commerce solutions, then you should check it with the e-commerce provider to see if you're able to support your affiliate expansion. Now, I'm curious, has any one of you already tried to go in Europe through affiliates? Have you considered a certain country where you would like to go? Sure.
Okay. So I was thinking about going into Europe, or the UK,
Mm-hmm.
the English-speaking one.
Yes.
Because I've
To communicate with them.
Yeah. And as I saw, of course, there's no language barrier, so that's a very easy one. But I was thinking about one of my topics ranks for some countries that they rank for like the Ukraine and some other countries that I'm not familiar with. So I was just wondering something you mentioned about knowing your market before you go in there. What did you mean by that? Like knowing the market. If I know the market as in the U.S. person, is that person going to change if they're from another country? What do you mean by knowing my market or knowing what I'm getting into?
For example, it's about setting expectations. If you go to a country like UK, where e-commerce is at its peak and people are used to buy online and you can find affiliates there, then you have certain expectation. You can expect a certain revenue from that campaign in that country. But if you go into a country like Ukraine, where the e-commerce is, I don't know, at a very low level and you cannot find affiliates, then you'll have different expectations. You cannot expect the same revenue and the same activity in a country like Ukraine than in a country like the United Kingdom.
So then you're suggesting to learn that culture or just learn how
Well,
would someone like me understand how, instead of going to Wikipedia, learn
yes.
how that culture behaves? How would I learn that? How would I begin that step?
Well, if you want to go through affiliates, as I recommended, you can do it yourself. You can find some affiliates and you can see what's their perspective on working with a merchant. What do they ask for from a merchant? If they are serious, if they will do as they promised. Otherwise, you can go to a local expert, to a local agency, but it will be a little bit more expensive in this case. But I think the safest way, if you're a small business, is to find some affiliates and to see how you can work with them. How will the partnership develop?
I'm sure that you can also find some statistical data on, I don't know, Forrester or Gartner regarding different markets in Europe. And that would be a starting point. So I'm sure you can find some statistical data about a certain country in Europe, say Ukraine in the case. On Forrester or Gartner or some, people that deal with numbers, and they can offer you a clear overview of what you can expect compared to the UK or the US.
Okay. And then I had another question. So one of the things you said that in Europe they have a fragmented market.
Yes, exactly.
What does that mean? So what does that mean? Because I'm a web developer who's coming back into the affiliate market scene. So I'm not understanding what the difference between a fragmented market and what a regular, fluid market would be. Or what does that mean?
A fragmented market, as we've seen, is in terms of macroeconomics. Like the purchase power in Finland is totally different than the purchase power of a consumer in Spain.
Okay.
So from a macroeconomics perspective, and if you want from an affiliate marketing perspective, affiliate marketing is more developed in a country like UK than in a country like Bulgaria, because also due to the economics in this way fragmented and the local cultural differences, but this is a challenge for the Europeans as well. So Germans don't get along with French, and it is something well known.
Okay, I understand that. Okay, because culturally people would use I'm thinking culturally people would use the internet differently, or how they would look at the website. So how you would build it for your U.S. partner? I guess maybe you could answer that. Sometimes we get ad blindness, so we don't,
Yes.
build something up. But if you're in a market where people aren't used to, or
yeah, for example, Asian market is full of banners and colors, and I know you mean it from a website experience perspective.
Yeah.
I think there are studies in this direction, and for the landing page optimizations, you can also work with local experts. But basically, what is important is for you to set up a program and to know where you are going, and then you can optimize for that local.
Search for the biggest website in that country and see how it looks like. Get some sketches.
That's a good idea. Okay. And okay.
Yes.
All the events used at each outdoor bar, we not only if you have
Can you repeat the question, please?
The full list of events.
Yes. The events. I will choose the London one because I think it's the biggest. Although Madrid and Barcelona are lovely cities, and I recommend you to go there as a tourist at least. The A4U in London is a very big event, and I think you should go there for recruiting affiliates. Hmm? A4U. I think it's called performance marketing now. A4U is the... Yes. I don't know. It's going to be on the 29th and 30th of October, if I'm not wrong, and you can still register.
This is affiliate marketing summit, or
Yes, it's sort of the affiliate summit for Europe, and it also includes sessions about affiliate marketing and many companies and networks that are coming there to present their programs and affiliates from all over Europe. So, any other questions? Any other heroes wanting to go to Europe through affiliates?
Well, I am from Mexico,
Yes.
and we have tours and eco parks in Cancun and Riviera Maya. So we have a lot of visitors from Europe, but they are not purchasing online. So I already have affiliates from the 5 continents, and I have affiliates from Russia, Ukraine, UK. But I've seen that mostly people end buying, no matter where is the website from. It depends on the language, and because they are traveling to a different location, they mostly look for information in English. So I'm not sure how good it is to find people that publish information in their own language, if they will be ending searching in English.
You mean users searching for information in English, like somebody from France searching in...
Yes, they look for information in English or Spanish because they are traveling to Mexico. So I think it's not working for me, because if they publish information in their own language, some people are thinking that the location is in their own country, not in a different continent.
Have you actually experienced this situation, or...?
Yeah, well, right now I'm working with web games in Spain.
Mm-hmm.
So mostly of my affiliates have content in Spanish.
In Spanish, yes.
But I have purchased from all Latin America, not Spain. So that's what is happening.
I think it's related to the traffic that those affiliates are bringing to their websites. It's usually easier to bring traffic to a website from Latin America than from Spain, because it's cheaper to buy through AdWords, for example, traffic from Latin America than from Spain. I think you should take a look at the content that those affiliates are providing and the quality of the website. So these are some aspects that you should look at, and if it's a good brand on that market, like a blogger writing about trips from Spain, a Spanish blogger, I think that his traffic should be more qualitative and he should send more buyers from that country. So you should look at the quality of those affiliates and their reputation in the country, in this case.
How could I do that?
You can check the page rank, although this is not the best indicator, the page rank of the website. You can see the reviews about the website on the internet. If there are others writing about that website as being a good website, of finding good information about that, you can try that. You can also check the backlinks, as I was mentioning, to see if there are others sending links. It means that it's a good content that others recommend to their friends or whatever. do you stay in touch with those affiliates personally? Like you speak to them, and do you know them, how they bring their traffic and how they build their business?
I send them newsletter, but
Mhm.
usually I don't get any response from them.
Maybe you should also try contacting them personally, because I imagine it's not such a huge number. So at least with the one sending most traffic to you, I think that you should try and have a personal approach. Maybe you'll understand better how they work and what you do, and if they have certain pages where they have traffic only from Spain, or they can do an email marketing campaign only to Spain subscribers, this could be an option for you. Stay in touch with them and work with them. This is my recommendation. Any other markets in Europe that you would like to ask about?
How do people, if e-commerce is not big in certain parts, how are people purchasing online? How are they buying clothes, or what are they doing in the sense?
They're buying online but paying offline. So, like, you pay cash.
Oh, so
You can make an order online, and then yes,
Oh, they do. Oh.
you
So
pay cash
on
in delivery.
And the local networks and the e-commerce provider don't have very good tracking in place for those offline orders. So you risk to actually not have the order recognized as an affiliate. That's why the payment online is very, it's a low volume from the online side, like 5%, which is in countries like Romania or Bulgaria. Yes. That's why the mature markets are actually different in terms of online payments. Like, for instance, in UK, Germany, people are used to paying via PayPal or online credit cards, while in other countries they are more reluctant.
Yes, it was the excuse was a question of security, afraid of having their money steal from the credit cards, but. Oh, sorry. No, I was saying it was a question of security for the emerging markets in terms of online payments. It was a fear of them of not having their money taken from the credit cards. That's why the low level of e-commerce in certain countries. But it's changing now.
I have another question. Do you recommend to have landing pages with domains and local domains for the different countries, or
Yes, I think.
would work?
I think it will work. It's a question of validation. I think if you have a domain which is ES and not, I don't know, .com, .es, whatever, a subdomain, I would definitely, yes, recommend the domain in that country. It's also good in terms of search engine rankings from a certain perspective. It's better to have it on that country rather than a subdomain of your .com website.